Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin and Stanford Steve, that's maybe the most powerful, strength-wise twofer that we've ever had on a Friday.
It might be the heaviest duo of guests that we've ever had on the show.
Yeah. Well, no, what about, didn't we have Kane and Mr. Portnoy on at the same time?
I'm doing the math. So Kane is probably 400 pounds. Mr. Portnoy is 79.
Buck 20.
I think this is at least the girthiest combination.
Yeah, strongest. Yeah. So awesome show with both those guys. Great interviews. Stanford Steve gives us picks. He gives us bracket tips. Blake Griffin, always great to catch up with him. We're going to do our Final Fours. We're going to talk a little NFL free agency. We have Fyre Fest. It's March Madness. Everything is great. And we are brought to you by our friends at McCain Quick Cook Fries. The new McCain Potatoes Quick Cook Fries are a new fry innovation that allows you to cook fries in half the time of traditional McCain fries. So, if you're thinking, hey, I need to get more efficient with my time in life, well, guess what? Now you can with McCain Quick Cook Fries. You bake them in the oven for a healthier alternative. If you have an air fry machine, they're ready in 6 to 8 minutes. In the oven, they're ready in 10 minutes. Check the website where you can find McCain in a freezer aisle near you. They pair well with salsa, ketchup, melted cheese, ranch, or any of your other favorite dips. This is dipping season. March Madness is dipping season. McCain Quick Cook Fries means that you can spend more time in front of your TV and less time cooking in the kitchen. So make sure you check them out. McCain Quick Cook Fries. Great fun snack, appetizer, or side dish to share with friends and family. McCain Quick Cook Fries. Get it right now. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by McCain Quick Cook Fries. Go check out McCain Potatoes. McCain's new Quick Cook Fries are the best. Today is Friday, March 19th.
This is March.
I'm so fucking excited. I'm so excited.
It's goosebumps.
I'm so excited.
It's literal goosebumps right now.
All my favorite memories in life came in March Madness, and my worst too.
I think, honestly, some of my earliest memories definitely, like when I think back to being a kid watching sports on the couch, and one of my first memories was Christian Laettner's shot, that Duke team, and just having my dad invite his friends over. That? Oh, yeah, that was actually an implanted memory.
I went
just like watching my dad snore on the couch while watching basketball.
Yes. My dad reminded me I went 31 for 32 when I was like 11 years old, and that was the peak of my gambling life.
Yeah.
In the first round. But it is. It's March Madness. We're ready to go. It feels great. We're going to do our brackets. We're going to do our Final Fours for everyone here. We have Stanford Steve on with betting tips, bracket tips. We have Blake Griffin on. Before we do that, though, let's talk a little NFL free agency, and then we'll get full-on March. You got me fucked up.
It's March.
I keep
that
saying
was
March.
My middle school ringtone.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wait, did
you had a ringback tone?
Ringtone.
It would just say
the song.
The song.
Yes,
Gotcha.
CBS, yes.
Yeah.
Big J.
Of course.
All right, so, we're going to do our Choose Your Own Adventure for tonight's games as well, the Thursday night play-in games, the first four. So, NFL free agency, not a ton of big news. Mitch is now in Buffalo.
Good for him.
Happy for Mitch.
He's amongst friends.
He is amongst friends.
You should be happy that he's gone to a fan base that will take care of him. It's like rehoming a dog. I know that dog adoptions are in the news these days. If you could pick a perfect home for him to go run and play and be happy with, I think it's probably Bills Mafia. They'll take care of him.
Here's why this is actually a very great move for Mitch in his career is that if he spends a year as Josh Allen's backup, I think that the negative media around Mitch will dissipate, and then next year he will be a name where it's kind of the Jameis Winston, It's like, oh, Well, let's give him a try. He was a top pick. He was a number 2 pick.
I saw our friend Kevin Clark from The Ringer said he'll go rehab in Buffalo for a while, get his name talked about more, and then Chicago is going to bring him back on a huge contract.
I wouldn't be shocked because the Bears, Andy Dalton had his press conference today. He said that he has been told he's the starter, of course.
The colors popped.
The colors do pop.
Yeah, we told you.
I started to be nice to Andy.
That red hair, when he's wearing the orange, the alternate uniform, it's going to look sick.
I'm not. Andy Dalton deserves zero blame. I started to be nice to Andy hashtag. I will never blame Andy Dalton for taking money, for taking a starting job when it's promised to him. It all rests on Ryan Pace, Matt Nagy, and the McCaskies' feet. So Andy Dalton's a nice guy, nice enough guy. Maybe we'll have him on the show again. I don't know. I'm just sad. Whatever. You know what? I'm going to say something even nicer about the Bears. They did this during the first week of March Madness, so my ability to be sad about it was lessened because I have just been so excited. You know when you get like a nervous excitement like rush through your body? I got that 5 times last night just sitting on the couch thinking about how I'm going to bet every single game on Friday.
That's the feeling I get when I see the NFL Red Zone countdown clock on Sunday.
I'm so excited. All right, other NFL free agency news. Kenny Galladay's doing meetings. Will Fuller's in Miami. That's actually good for Tua. Really good.
It is good for Tua. He's a great player, but he still has, I was reminded, he's got another game suspension. He's still suspended.
Carryover?
Yeah, carryover suspension.
And he's got at least 3 injuries.
Yeah, the football team is getting dangerous at wide receiver. They added Curtis Samuel. So now they've got, I think, the 2 fastest wide receivers. Pro Football Focus said that they won the offseason net additions for their team so far. So that's another offseason title for us.
Yep, that's always huge to win titles
massive for us.
in March.
I did see Ryan Fitzpatrick give his intro statement to all the fans out there. He held the phone up right next to his face, and he ended it just by saying, "Let's go football team." And I mean, you talk about goosebumps. You talk about getting excited for something. I'm very, very pumped about what's going to happen next year. In fact, the entire NFC East is getting dangerous. The Beast, baby.
And you're a fan of all of them.
You poke the Beast. You're going to wish you never fucked with us. So we got Kyle Rudolph. He's on the Giants now. Dak,
I can't take it serious when you root for an entire division.
Obviously, Dak, and then Nick Sirianni. So big names being added to every single name in the division.
Glennon?
Mike Glennon,
yeah.
Long neck Glennon.
You know what the NFC Beast is? We're Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. You guys all laughed at us. You all made fun of us last year. Now we're about to just flip out and shoot everybody.
That's a
You're
great
in trouble.
analogy.
You're in big trouble.
Okay, so you're just going to kill some people.
Yeah, absolutely. We're dangerous.
Yeah. I cannot take it serious when you root for an entire division.
Listen, you wouldn't get it if you weren't, if you didn't grow up rooting for the Beast.
I wish you would just say fuck the Cowboys and fuck the Giants and fuck the Eagles. Because that's what. Hey, guess what? Fuck the Packers.
Solidarity, baby.
Yeah, no, that doesn't fly.
Yep.
That's not real.
It's
Come on.
real. It's real right here.
That is not real. What other news?
Big news on the media front.
What?
So ESPN is getting the NFL Sunday. It looks like they're going to make a play for the Sunday ticket, in which case they would get the red zone. In which case, do they back up the truck for Andrew Siciliano?
No.
You know that there's a part. I'm going to say 2 words. Mike Greenberg. You know that there's a part of Greeny who's like, I could do this.
Scott Hansen should back up the truck for Scott Hansen, hire him. So Jake, explain this to us. What's happening right now?
So it just broke 15 minutes ago. I'm still diving into it.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like
dive in. Let's actually watch you dive in.
Okay.
I'd like to see that live.
Okay. Amazon is now going to be a bigger player, it looks like.
Okay.
They're going to be the exclusive home of Thursday Night Football.
That's only going to be on Twitch. They're I don't think that's going to be broadcast. I could be wrong, but I believe I saw something that's they're not even going to broadcast it on TV.
I love that we are just doing the same thing as TV now. I can't believe no one is making a big stink about the fact that cord cutting, I can cut all my costs. Now you just have to buy all of the streaming services, which is exactly what cable was.
Yeah.
All the channels.
So I also saw that ESPN, in their highly touted package that they're getting exclusive streaming rights to 1 international game per year. Mm-hmm. And then also they get to simulcast the Monday Night Football.
And they can flex.
Monday Night Football Flex is enormous. But is anyone can someone in big TV be like, hey, the streaming services are just doing TV? Now I have Amazon Prime. I have Hulu. I have Netflix. I have Disney Plus. And then you look at it all and you're like, wait, I just have a cable package.
Be careful what you wish for on that account, because if it all like combines into one, it's going to be Jeff Bezos running everything.
It's just crazy.
He's going to be the CEO of the internet, and then you're just going to have to pay him directly every time.
I pay $10 a month for Peacock because I want to watch The Office when I eat dinner.
Yep.
That's it. I don't watch anything else on there. I watch Florio.
I
Florio.
shudder to think what my monthly bill looks like in terms of new additions that I've made and subscriptions just over the course of quarantine.
Yes.
Probably like 15. I got something new. I got HBO Go or whatever they're calling it now just for Yellowstone.
Yeah, you got to get Max. You got to get Go. You got Showtime. It's fucking... What, Hank?
That's not HBO.
I think that's how you watch it online.
No.
Whoa.
You care to make it interesting?
Yeah.
Fact check?
Hank's a little groggy right now. Hank's spent the entire flight asleep on my shoulder.
Let's make it interesting.
Okay.
What do you want to bet?
Dinner.
You have to get a cat. I'll buy you dinner if I'm wrong. You have to get a cat if you're wrong.
No. Dinner.
Yellowstone available on Peacock, Paramount, YouTube, Sling TV, Fubo TV, Philo.
Oh, maybe it's Peacock then.
Damn.
Maybe it's Peacock. All right, I'm wrong.
Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry, Hank.
All right, let's... So the Monday Night Flex is huge.
But I'm grumpy.
Yeah,
That is
CBS and Fox.
CBS
and Fox are holding on to the AFC and NFC respectively.
Which should be. That would fuck my world up if it was flipped.
Yeah. Sometimes they do that because they have to make up from like Thursday.
Yeah,
night
they go
games.
goofy foot.
It's really strange.
And like Joe Buck
Bears
does an
Lions on CBS or whatever.
Yeah.
How much would you pay to have Chris Berman doing Red Zone? $300,000, $400,000?
Infinity dollars. Oh.
But it's different because
Grumpy Hank is saying no.
the Boomers, he has
Maybe
time to
20
think
years
about
ago.
it. Red Zone's live, so you can't really think about the one-liners.
What it comes down to is I just want like a live stream on Chris Berman all the time.
Fair.
All right, so Monday Night Flex is huge. That is enormous. Everything else we'll figure out later, and everyone will complain about it. That's such a future. That's also a classic NFL move to, like, right before March Madness, try to drop some huge news. Be like, hey, everyone pay attention to us.
Oh, yeah. NFL tries to... You know what? Roger Goodell has, like, a little check mark that he puts on his calendar every time it's this Thursday or Friday, when he gets one NFL media member to tweet out, and this is why the NFL is king.
Yes.
On a big day for another sport.
Hey, steal it all. All right, let's do our brackets. Let's do our Choose Your Own Adventure, and then we'll get to our interviews. We're brought to you by GoPuff. GoPuff delivers all your daily needs so fast that it's almost confusing, from food and drinks to cleaning supplies and home needs. We're down 24/7 to show up with a bag of stuff you want. How do you do it? Well, GoPuff actually stores 2,500 plus products in a local facility. So when you order, your stuff comes directly from GoPuff to you. Hence, order in seconds, delivered in minutes. And because we're delivering straight to you, we never have surge pricing. Delivery is always $195 no matter what. During the March tournament, GoPuff is giving everyone a chance to save even more money just by buying what they like on GoPuff. They created a bracket of their own and seeded products accordingly to popularity on the GoPuff mobile app. Whichever product sells more that day is deemed the winner and announced on their social plus website at the end of each day. The winning product is then put on promo the following day and progresses to the next round until the people's champion is crowned. Make sure to get in the game by heading to either gopuff.com/go or downloading the GoPuff mobile app today. If you use code PARDONMYTAKE, you get $25 off your first order. That's $25 off your first order. You can order everything on GoPuff directly to your door in minutes. Use code PARDONMYTAKE, all one word, for $25 off your first order when you download the GoPuff mobile app or go to gopuff.com/go. That's a great deal. We're giving you free $25 for getting stuff delivered to you. You don't want to get off the couch in March Madness, so make sure you go download the GoPuff app and use that code PARDONMYTAKE for $25 off your first order. Okay, choose your own adventure. Drake kicked the shit out of Wichita State.
I like
Killed
that.
him.
UCLA, you know what? Izzo choked it away. Now people
I thought you said you were going to be on Izzo this year.
I flipped it. I couldn't do it.
You
I
couldn't
tried.
do it? It wasn't
tried.
natural?
It wasn't natural. I couldn't flip it. This is the game where Izzo chokes it away at the end. He mismanages something. He might even get ejected.
Oh.
He might get ejected in the second half.
Okay.
And our guy Mick Cronin demolishes him. People are asking, is Tom Izzo on the hot seat?
Interesting. This is it is like weird having UCLA and Michigan State in the first four.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Michigan State and Drake. I don't know who's playing in the other games. Oh, maybe Appalachian State? Yeah, I'll throw
App State and Norfolk State and Mount St. Mary's, Texas Southern.
You going to take Drake, PFT?
I am actually taking Drake.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
That's kind of messed up.
Imagine if I never met the Broskies.
Drop your joke. Your
What's my joke?
The 11?
No, I didn't have a joke. That's.
Oh.
I was
I thought
telling
you were saying
Liam.
in the car.
You have the Drake
I
joke.
don't have a joke.
They're 11
What,
seed.
what are they? They're 11 seed? Well, Drake should have no problem giving the shocker to an 11.
Oh, and you combined with Wichita State
I
Drake.
added that. I added
there
sprinkled
we go.
that in on salt. I salt bait that one.
Nice. So we'll be very wrong. Do you want to predict tonight's games?
I like Drake because they're getting their best player back, Tank Hemphill. It's a pretty cool name.
That's a very cool name.
Yeah.
His name's Tank.
So Shin Kwan is his real name, but Tank.
No, his name's Tank.
I'm going to forget that you said that. Yeah, his name's Tank Hemphill.
Okay, and then January, February, Izzo.
Ooh. I can't wait till we're wrong and the Wichita State wins by 1 million. I actually have Izzo as
You
well.
hate Wichita State.
I
Last week.
hate Wichita
Yeah.
State. Wichita State fucked me in the face last week.
I've just heard so many people say that Wichita State shouldn't even be here. I've
Correct.
bought into that.
Yes.
But then you know what?
They don't do anything good.
They're all hearing all week long.
They're still doing the press?
No one wants you here. You shouldn't be here.
They don't do anything good.
Shit.
Ted Lasso.
Yes, that's true. Football.
Yeah. They don't
Yeah.
actually, you know what? They don't even have a football program.
No, I know. I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah, 1980s, 1990s, they just said we're going to concentrate on being a basketball school. Then they sucked at that. No, thank you.
Then they got Ron Baker and Fred Van Vliet, and everything changes. All right, so let's talk about the bracket real quick. Let's go on the record. Final Fours. I'm going to bet every game, so that doesn't. I mean, that's kind of outside of the Final Four. PFT.
Yes.
Give me your Final Four.
Okay, this is a lock. These are my Final Fours, PFT's locks of the century. Gonzaga.
You want to actually do Elite Eight? And
I mean,
Final
I prepared for a Final Four.
Okay, all right. That's true. That's fair.
a lot of pressure.
Yep, you're right.
No,
you're right.
You know
No,
what?
you're right.
You know
You're
what? Big Cat. We're broadcasting professionals.
Okay.
We'll be able to
Disclosure,
think on the
PFT's
fly.
looking at an empty bracket. I don't want to burst your bubble.
So
but-
am I.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry, Hank. What are you looking at, Hank? You're looking at a bracket that a computer made for you?
Oh, yeah. You're randomized. You randomized your bracket.
No.
You hit the random button.
Absolutely
And
not.
also, full disclosure, I'm looking at a bracket on a screen right now. So I like holding the bracket. I do better when I'm holding a paper bracket. So if my picks are wrong, it's because I'm looking at a computer right now.
Right,
It's not the
right,
same.
right.
So out of the West, or was that the St.
I don't
St.
know.
Elmo's
West
region?
is. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sh-
Gonzaga's West.
You screwed us.
Yeah.
With your bracket
That was
you
m-
gave us on Sunday.
I will take the hit for it.
Also,
Yeah.
Jake is
Thank you.
Jake is my teammate. Our team name is Marsh Madness.
Yep.
We're competing in Moron Madness on the Barstool Sportsbook, and it's going to be a great contest. But I'm a little bit worried about Jake because Jake is not nervous at all. This is his first time playing with live bullets, and he's not nervous.
He's excited. It's March.
People are depending
Yeah,
on
it's
you,
March.
Jake.
It's
Yeah, but
March.
you gotta
Feed their
be-
families.
I hope I do them. I just hope I help them out. But
Get
I'm
excited.
You've
Jake,
never
you want me to hit the
experienced
music
combat
again?
before, Jake. Jake is like a guy
Yeah.
that's really good at
See,
Warzone,
it makes me
that's
so
signed up to
excited.
be in the Marines, and he's on a helicopter. He's like, I've done this hundreds of times
This is the best
on Battle.net.
I just was listening to this on loop all morning.
I used to like. Yeah, I used to do a lot of things.
You're about to
March
say
Madness.
you used to ejaculate.
No,
today.
no.
Okay.
I brought a
I think you were about to
bracket
say
poster to a hotel and would fill it out every game, like a giant bracket poster.
that. To a hotel?
Yeah, like when I would go to March Madness.
You
on the
had-
site. Me and my dad. We have this ritual every year since 2008. We've gone to a March Madness site.
So where are you going this year?
Yeah,
That sucks.
Yeah, so
real world now.
Jake, you
Hold on,
brought
I
your
got
own bracket with like the easel, like Andy Katz.
Yeah, I have a picture.
Oh, let's see it. I love it, Jake.
My dad sends it to me.
Onions.
This is when they come back into the studio.
The kiss.
Sorry.
All right. All right, so give us your Final Four. He'll look
Okay,
for it.
my Final Four is Gonzaga out of the West.
Okay.
Out of the East, I'm going to go with.
Oh, that's sick, Jake. So this is a true poster that he would bring with him, and they would fill it out. Love it.
That is very cool.
Favorite venue you went to see a game at?
That's like a fathead.
Jerry World Sweet 16 for Gators FGC
Oh,
and the Trey
I
Bird
hated-
shot was cool.
I hated Jerry World.
Kansas, Michigan. Trey
Yeah, I
Bird.
hated
but
Jerry
just like
World
the
for
atmosphere.
basketball.
Yeah, the atmosphere is cool. But
Okay.
Tampa 08, four upsets.
Okay.
I'm all fucked up now. I'm out of my flow.
Okay, sorry.
All right,
Gonzaga.
Let me reset.
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to go with Michigan.
Yep.
Then, out of the South, I'm going to go with Virginia Tech. Just kidding. They suck. They're not going to win a game. They shouldn't even be here.
Yep.
Flip that. Use that, Virginia Tech.
Yep.
No, out of that region, I'm going to take Ohio State.
Shit, I thought you were going to go all ones.
No, I'm going to zag a little bit on that one. And then out of the Midwest, I'm going with Illinois.
I love that is the most relatable bracket because it's we can't go all ones, so you go one non-one and it's a 2.
Big Cat, if you don't think that I had all ones in my Final Four, and I went back and I was like, which team do I not know as much about? And the answer to that question was Baylor. So I was like, I'm not believing Baylor this year. And I also watched Ohio State play recently, and I really like their guard Walker. He's a fun player to watch.
They just don't play defense.
Yeah,
but they. It is funny I feel like if you polled the country, 95% of all brackets have 3 out of 4 1 seeds.
Yep,
and then 1, 2, or 3, and they're like, I got crazy.
Oh, I'm a basic bitch when it comes to this bracket.
No, I am too. All right, Hank.
Kansas out of the West.
Yeah.
Florida State out of the East.
Yeah.
The Illinois out of the Midwest.
Okay.
And Ohio State out of the South.
Okay. Someone write this down. Who's listening right now? All right, Jake.
Thank you.
Gonzaga, West. Alabama, East. Must Bus, Arkansas, South. Illinois, Midwest. Gonzaga over Illinois.
Okay. I'm going to go. I have Gonzaga, UConn, Huskies are back, Illinois, and Arkansas. That's my Final Four. That one's
So we've got
and
3
guess
the
what?
same.
It's like our picks that we do on Fridays before an NFL Sunday. Who cares? We don't keep records. We just say them, and then if we happen to be right, someone will tweet us in 3 weeks and be like, look at us. We got it right.
I'm thinking that the person who finishes last, the person who has the worst Final Four pick, should have to suffer some sort of punishment.
Okay, well, let's see if Billy picks up because I want to see. There's no way he even knows that
he's drunk.
Madness is happening right now. No, he's not drunk.
It's still St. Patrick's Day.
Nobody hasn't texted us and love you guys yet today.
That's true.
So Billy, whenever he gets drunk, it could be at 4:00 in the afternoon. He'll just text "love you guys," and that means he's drunk. He did that on St. Patrick's Day at 4:00. He's not going to pick up, and then he's going to call me back in 6 hours. All right, we'll get his Final Four later because it was the most electric QB bracket of all time.
Yeah. His brain is still recovering from that, I think. It needed a hard reset afterwards.
All right. Should we do our interviews?
Let's do it.
All right. So let's start with Stanford Steve because he actually gives real tips on the bracket, betting tips. This is the man who went 12 in a row during February on college basketball picks. He knows everything about sports. And then we will hop in with Blake Griffin for our second interview, which is awesome. Great to talk to Blake. Before we do all that, HelloFresh is back. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable, and that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. So HelloFresh, they basically deliver a box of your meals ready to go. All you got to do is cook. It takes about 10 to 20 minutes. It's 30 minutes or less, so 10 to 20 minutes to cook your meal. It's healthy. It's delicious. It's the best way, because I personally, dinner comes around, I'm like, oh, let's get takeout. No, HelloFresh is there in your refrigerator, ready for you to cook. It feels good to cook a home-cooked meal. It feels good to eat a home-cooked meal. And HelloFresh will help you do that. Over 4 out of 5 HelloFresh customers say HelloFresh helps them lead a healthier lifestyle with delicious low-calorie, carb-smart, and vegetarian options available each week. Get better value. HelloFresh is 28% cheaper than shopping at your grocery store and 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal without sacrificing the quality. HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need with customizable orders every week. You can easily change your delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever you need, so it's totally flexible. You're not locked in. That's the beauty of HelloFresh. So go right now to HelloFresh.com/PMT12 and use code PMT12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. HelloFresh.com/PMT12. That's PMT12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. So PMT12, do it right now. HelloFresh.com, PMT12 is the code. HelloFresh.com, PMT12 is the code. 12 free meals. I cannot recommend this enough. I actually had this chicken and rice that was delicious last week. So go again, HelloFresh.com/PMT12. PMT12 and use code PMT12 for 12 meals free on us, HelloFresh.com. Okay, here he is, Stanford Steve. Okay, we now welcome on our very good friend. It is the greatest gambler of all time, Stanford Steve. You can find him on Stanford Steve and the Bear, one of my favorite podcasts. We love the Bear. SV Pod. Wait, is it SVP Pod?
SV
Pod.
SV Pod.
SV Pod. What's up with Scott's hearing? It's bad.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about it. That wasn't nice. You guys dropped his name too. He's getting older.
Yeah,
he's getting older. He's got young kids. Young kids are really loud, and he's trying to get better. We got volume on it, so it's good. He's getting better at it.
Is that true though?
New surroundings, new studio. I don't think everything was working well.
Yeah. Right. So Big Cat brought that up yesterday. I'm a little bit afraid. Like, should I not be wearing headphones?
No, just get your hair out of your ears.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
He told me that, and I was like, that probably is going to happen to me because you spend enough time just sitting with headphones on doing these interviews. And then Daily Wager, which you can watch every single day. He had a streak of 11 picks in a row?
12.
12 picks in a row. 12 picks in a row, different days that he was able to get winners. So he knows everything. We're going to talk some tournament. We want to get some picks. Let's do this, though, macro level. Give the people a couple tools or tips from a seasoned gambler on how to win in March.
All right, here's number one, and it can't help you for this year. I'm sorry. But as soon as the bracket comes out, you have to fill out a bracket and stash it away until right before the games are out. Because what happens is, I know a lot of people say recency bias. I know some people have like futures now on Illinois. All of a sudden, like they're a hot Big Ten team.
Yep.
You know, and it amazes me how, you know, everybody just jumps on one team because, oh wow, let's pick the team that won a championship before the bracket came out.
Yep.
So everybody's going to pick them.
Yep.
You know, so you just fill out a bracket with what everybody's saying right at that point, and then you put it away till Thursday, and then you bet against it. It's really hard to do. But it really works out a lot of the time. I promise you.
Did Big Cat tell you that I have a future on Illinois?
No, he listens to the show.
That's my.
He listens to the podcast.
Because that felt like a directly personal attack.
do too.
I mean, you're 100% right. That is me. I'm an idiot. I'm a prisoner of the moment in every way, shape, and form. So, yes, I wish that we had you on last week to tell us about this strategy. But
oh, hold on. First off, is Hank in there? Is he okay?
Oh, yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
Stomach's okay?
Yes, I'm great. I'm doing great. Steve, I have a proposition for you. I'll tell you after the show, though.
I miss you, Hank.
I miss you too. I think I have a solution for both of our problems.
Oh, okay.
I have a problem now?
Yeah.
He misses me. That's the.
Oh, okay.
I miss him.
Why don't you say it right now?
Because it's a proposition. I want to. I don't want to.
Seems kind of rude to our listeners that you brought it up.
Well,
and then
if it works out, then they'll see in the future.
Just say it, and then we'll bleep it.
I was talking to Zach, Steve, our friend Zach, and he made a suggestion that I should.
Back to tips. Let's do tips. So the bracket one's a genius. I wish I had done it. What else can we? What else can we look at, or what else can we say? Like, hey, look for this team, look for that team when you're trying to make some bets.
How about coaches' records against the spread in the tournament?
Ooh.
You know, I look at a team like Syracuse. We know obviously Boeheim's been coaching for 45 years, so he's going to have a couple more data points than other coaches. But, you know, USC's head coach, Andy Enfield, you remember him back at Florida Gulf Coast, 7-0 all time against the spread in the tournament.
Wow.
7-0.
What about free throw percentage? I always feel like this might just be me making a vast general assumption that's wildly incorrect, but in the tournament, what you are gets magnified. So if you're a poor free throw shooting team in the tournament on the national stage, you get even worse. So I take that into account if I'm betting over-unders and also against the spread. Is there any sort of data that backs that up, or is that just me?
Well, it feels like you just want to avoid being on the wrong side, PFT, because if you go back, Georgetown's not in the tournament if they don't go 23 for 23 from the line against Villanova in the Big East tournament. They don't win that game if they miss a free throw. So, yeah, free throw. I mean, I think – like you said, everything gets magnified. Everything's escalated, especially at the end of game. Maybe we look at free throws at the last 2 minutes of the game. You know, who's in the 1-and-1, who shoots two. You know, the fundamentals. You got to be about the fundamentals. I like that.
I think free throws matter to me if you are betting a favorite in that 3 to 6, 7 point range, that's where it matters. Because if you miss, if you go 1 for 2 from the line, a game that you're leading by 5 can quickly be a game that you won by 2 because of a last-second 3 or whatever. Those are the times when I'm like, you got to have at least some good free throw shooters on the floor.
Got it. I agree. Are you a good free throw shooter and pickup? Do you guys shoot free throws?
I am actually a very good free
I'm
throw
excellent.
shooter. I'm probably 82%, I would say. That's about right. 82%. Yeah. No, I'm 82%.
Indoors.
Indoors.
19, 20%.
I could shoot 82. If you gave me 100 shots from the free throw line, I would make 82.
That's a contest that needs to be filled.
Shit.
Yeah,
now that I'm
you're
thinking
right.
about it,
That's a pretty high percentage.
That's a challenge. That's a lot of minutes.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
If I get in a flow, I actually I think I
you can go 78 for 100. Bullshit.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
In the right before the snow came down here in DC, I went out to the park on a decent day, 50 degrees, and I was a career 65% free throw shooter, and I was happy I made 68.
Yeah.
I hadn't done that in like 15 years.
That was a nice brag with the wind.
Yeah, wind factors, a lot of things down. PFT knows the Potomac winds down there.
Yeah. How are you liking the DC area? How's that transition been?
Love it. Waiting for you to give me some spots where I could drop your name. Not that we could go anywhere, but once we could do that, that'd be fun.
I was going to say I know all the best Buffalo Wild Wings in the DMV area. I've been kicked out of a couple, but I do know some good spots. And once I feel like this is going to be the summer of Steve. Actually,
yeah,
this is going to be your first DC summer.
Correct,
Steve? In Arlington, there's a place called Colony Grill. Great pizza.
Yeah. It's from Connecticut.
I know. That was the joke. Thanks.
Yeah.
You moved there, and that's all we got. All right. Here's what I'm struggling with right now, Steve.
Okay.
Talk me through this. There are certain games that, as the week goes on, I'm so much in love with the underdog that I'm starting to think, what the hell am I missing? They don't never make these games that easy. And the games are, I'll list them, and you can give me some quick thoughts. Winthrop is going to beat Villanova. Ohio's going to beat Virginia. USCB is going to beat Creighton. And there's one other. I'm trying to think. But these are the games that I'm looking at, and I have talked myself all the way into the underdog that I now say to myself, what's going on here? It can't be this easy because it never is.
I hear what you're saying. I think this is the best bracket we've seen the committee put out in a long time. Just because you only see one lower seed as a favorite, that's Rutgers, and that's a 1-point favorite. They're a 10 against Clemson. That's a 7. UCSB, they have a ton of Power 5 guys transfer. I think they start 4 transfers, a couple Pac-12 guys, one guy from DePaul. Like, they made a good run. They've got a lot of guys. And Creighton in that game, I don't know what's going on in that locker room. Like, they got McDermott back. They went to the Big East tournament. They didn't play well. They got lucky against UConn at the end of that game, and then they just got dismantled by Georgetown. So I don't want anything to do with Creighton. I know Ohio is probably going to get a bump too because you had Mr. Ohio, or is he Mr. Indiana, Titus? I never forget. He claims both.
Yeah,
he can't
both
do
states.
That.
I think if you're from the Midwest, you get your state, and then one of the states that borders.
One of the neighboring.
You get one.
He's Ohio State and Indiana. Yeah, and then at Ohio, he knows the coach.
My problem was everybody likes to pick 12 over 5s, right? Mm-hmm. And if you look at the 5s, it's really hard to even say, all right, what 5's going to go to the Sweet 16? Because I like the 4s a lot better than the 5s. And I know that they're a lower seed and you're supposed to pick the 4 over the 5s. But a 5 seed to make a run when I look at this bracket is really, really hard. So obviously the 12s are the most picked to go over the 5s. I saw our computers have a 13 Liberty against Oklahoma State. They're actually, with the metrics and all that stuff, they're have a higher probability to win more than any other 12 seed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not good because I had Oklahoma State in my Final Four.
Yeah. I would not have expected that.
I'm going against the bots.
Okay. What's the deal with the UConn-Maryland game? So it's on Saturday. Obviously, your coworker, Scott Van Pelt, is a bit of a Maryland fan. He's a casual. Mm-hmm. So during that game, if Maryland's losing, What's the protocol for you? Are you allowed to text him? Are you allowed to bust his balls during the game? Or is that going to earn you, like, he's going to block your number if you go that far?
Just stop right there, okay? The first thing the whole show staff did was check and see what day the Maryland game is on. We work Friday. The game is Saturday. We had a private party. We forced Scott into work to celebrate that. Let's just say it's kind of a buildup. Like, he's, a lot of pressure. He's in the Big Ten. They're officially in the Big Ten since they won a claim of the chair last year of the title. And he wants to prove his team belongs. And I think they've proved that a long time ago. Even though they won their second game ever in the Big Ten tournament this year. But there's a lot going on because he has a lot of people from work who obviously were Connecticut grads when we were in Bristol. I think there's been a lot of, what do you guys call it, memes or gifs with turtles and dogs and huskies going back and forth. So it'll be interesting. I'm very glad he will be in his own friendly confines of whatever house he will be at that he owns now, watching the game. So the staff is very happy that Scott will be in a safe place watching this Terps by himself.
This is a no-fly zone game. So during the regular season, if Maryland is struggling at halftime and I know Steve's working, I'll do a thing where I FaceTime Steve and be like, hey, was wondering, like, just ask him for, like, almost like a neighbor going over for a cup of sugar. And I'll be like, hey, Steve, just wanted to check in. And Scott will be, like, sitting in the room and be like, fuck you, like, I can't believe you're doing this. I would never in a million years think about doing that for a tournament game because he takes it that seriously.
No, yes. He will. The other night on the show, we ran back the last time UConn played Maryland in the tournament, 2002, unbelievable game, Elite Eight game at Syracuse. Karan Butler's on UConn, pros all over the floor, and he remembered every single second of the game, every shot that went up. This is the biggest shot of the game. This, that. So he is. Let's just say that he loves his school more than you love yours.
Yeah.
To anybody out there, I don't care what you say, and getting to know people down here, they're a very emphatic fan base, and they love their flag.
Yes.
It's amazing how much they love their flag.
That's Maryland. Like, Maryland they've got the Terps, and they won a title in, 2002, so they love that.
Old Bay.
They carry Old Bay seasoning with them everywhere, which, by the way, I'm in favor of that.
Old Bay's delicious.
It's worth it. I want to be the person that does that. And then they have the flag. They've got,
but they also have I'm trying to figure out what their favorite animal is because it's like they're turtles, obviously, but they love crabs too.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be the crab. It's either the crab or like a deer that's standing on the side of 495 because that'll shut down.
I drive by a lot of deer, dead or alive, on there. The public works system is not great down here. There are dead animals all over this place down here, and it's been something to see down here. Really eye-opening, driving home at 3 a.m.
You are right. Scott does love Maryland more than anyone loves their school. So give us some other games you're looking at. Everyone should listen for all your official picks on Stanford Steve and the Bear. But give us a few of the games you're looking at, a few of the matchups you're like, this doesn't make sense, or I like this.
It feels like everybody's saying LSU is going to beat Michigan. I would be wary of LSU against St. Bonaventure. St. Bonaventure is a really good team. Had the COVID break early in the season. I want to say they played the most games from the start of February to the end of March. They won their conference tournament. But LSU, everybody watched that game more, the LSU running against Arkansas. And then they lost a 1-point game, an unbelievable game to Alabama. So I would be wary there. It feels like the public's on that. In the play-in game,
we're doing this Friday. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
No, say it.
Yeah,
Give it. No, tell us, because then you'll look like an idiot.
You're Mr. Plan.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I feel like the world is going to take Michigan State.
Okay.
January, February. What I was saying. So I'd be wary there. I like Syracuse. I think the zone is real. I've watched a bunch of them late in their year. I know the saying is, they're playing their best basketball at the end of the season. They got beat at the buzzer by Virginia, who didn't continue because they had a COVID break. But Syracuse is a team, especially in a year like this where nobody really played out-of-conference games, that zone can be an MF for to you. And I think they have athleticism. Boeheim's been out of his mind. Doze is really good. Them and matching up with West Virginia in the second round is a really, really interesting game. Brings back the old thoughts of Big East and Pittsnogle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Texas Tech is a team I look at against Utah State. I just love Chris Beard. The guy's won 8. He's won 8 tournament games in his 2 years at Texas Tech. 8. That's incredible. I think I'm also, if I'm Indiana, I drive the plane to Lubbock and don't leave the plane, let it leave until he gets on the plane.
Keep him hostage. I agree. Yeah, Chris Beard, you should not let Chris Beard out of the state of Indiana.
And this could be a public one, but I look at Arkansas. We know how much we all love the Must Bus.
Yep.
Colgate. We know the toothbrushes have been limited this year because of they've played 5 teams. 5 teams total. And I get it. It's not their fault. Everybody went crazy because they were really high in the net because they got what was it? Oh, Navy beat Georgetown, so that conference got a bump the way those computers work. Houston's the most fascinating team to me in the tournament because I think that conference is awful. Like, I don't think Wichita should have got in. But Houston, they're legit. It's just you can't tell how good they are playing against competition that wasn't, conferences when you look at like the Big 12 and the Big 10 and conferences like that. So Houston really, there's believers out there that have. I think Scott has them actually in the Final Four.
Damn.
So I actually like Rutgers to beat them. I think Rutgers is a solid team. I think I have Rutgers in the Sweet 16.
Yep.
I'm just trying to look at some other things.
I've talked myself all the way into Wisconsin beating UNC.
I'm with you.
Yeah, because I went.
If you remember, Big Cat, 2017, I went on national TV. I had Wisconsin going to the Final Four. They beat Villanova in the second round.
Yep.
We went to Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
I took the picture of you outside the Garden. I still have it. I can post it if you want.
Yep.
And it was one of the most heartbreaking losses I've ever been a part of. I have never, ever seen that. We saw the ball coming all the way down the court.
You got to stop the ball, Steve.
Right in our face.
Got to stop the ball.
We had a suite.
We were hooked up. We were the only
great
people in the arena being able to have cold libations that we like.
Yep.
It was
Big Cat dabbed.
Then we got to the point where I think they told her, like, "Hey, man, keep those down. You guys are, you're rubbing it in to people."
We were because it's
we were
NCAA
I think
rule.
we were like pointing at people down in the crowd and just pointing up at our beers. Be like,
look
what we got. Yeah.
You don't.
And Big Cat he dabbed in sadness at the end. It was an unintentional dab.
But just crumbled.
Terrible. I'm so numb to it now too. 2015 was there are certain losses that you have in life. 2015 in Indianapolis, like a small part of me is just sitting in Lucas Oil, and I'll never get it back. Like never ever will I get it back.
Now those 2 losses you were in person for, like those, you're never gonna leave those feelings.
Oh, I was in person for 2014 too.
Oh,
Kentucky at the buzzer. Final Four.
Oh, I was there at that one.
Yeah, we were. Hank and I. The worst part about that one, quick side story is we went with Burger King, and the Burger King CEO was like, "Hey, I have 2 seats on the floor. You guys can go sit there for the second half." And Hank and I were like, "Sick! This is awesome." Went down there. The shot literally happened like 5 feet in front of my face. I was like, "Why did I have to be sitting here? Why couldn't I have just been all the way up in the rafters? This is terrible." It's the one time I had like unreal seats.
You're like the Mothman, but for Wisconsin basketball. Just every time you show up, bad stuff happens.
No, I was at that Oregon game, which was one of the loudest games ever in Milwaukee.
And the other Kentucky game.
And the other Kentucky game, which was 38-0.
Yeah.
That was one of the best games ever. All right, so yeah, I do think they're going to win, though. As bad as they've been this year, I think that's like the one thing Wisconsin doesn't lose at is they will not let you beat them in transition, and that's what Roy Williams wants to do.
I know you don't like Iowa. We could talk about them. I actually love the idea of Iowa being outside of the Big Ten here. I think Wisconsin falls in that realm too, just because of let's face it, they're not going to beat you with one-on-one ball. And in the Big Ten with Wisconsin, like teams scout each other. They're not going to hide stuff and try and be with it. Like they're just going to come out and play. And the matchup I do like with Wisconsin is their veteran guards against Carolina's inexperience at the guard position. Now Carolina's got some big dudes up front. You also have your guys. That's a really, really interesting matchup because when you look at that, the winner will most likely get Baylor, who plays Hartford. Shout out Neighborhood. But Baylor, to me, I have them winning it, but they have the toughest road. every round to me. Like, they're playing a legit team in the second round. I think they're going to play Purdue in the Sweet 16. I think they're going to play Ohio State in the Elite Eight. Like, they're going to have to get it up every single round, whereas a team like Gonzaga, we know that road's pretty easy. I have them playing Iowa in the Elite Eight. And Michigan, I actually wanted to, because we have a foot expert on your show. Livers for Michigan, yes. PFT has a broken foot.
Okay.
And whenever I think of a broken foot, I think of the way you show the determination, still coming in to work every day and overcoming that, eventually leading to that tryout. Now, was that your kicking foot?
It was worse. It was my plant foot. So the kicking foot's fine. You can just tape that up and go out there. It's a pain management issue. When it's a plant foot, that's where everything starts.
Got
it. I mean, Jack Dempsey just had half of a right foot. So it's really the one that touches the ground that makes the most difference. Liver's foot, I haven't watched enough Michigan to know the impact of him, but Mark Titus was saying yesterday that he's like, we make the analogy when you talk about like the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is the best player. The most important player on the Chiefs last year, Mitchell Schwartz on the offense, or Travis Kelce. You always take like that next guy, and it's always the tight end, by the way.
It's usually the nose tackle or the tight end.
The tight end, the blocking tight end.
Tight ends are obviously the best athletes on the field, no matter what game you're watching.
You're the most important part of the SV pod, I would say. But when it comes to Livers, Titus was talking about him like, he's not the best player on Michigan, but he is the most important guy because he's the guy that's left open because all their better players are being guarded more closely. Is that real?
And that's the problem is like you hear guys that have this injury, like they can run, but it actually hurts more to walk because you're putting more pressure on it. The problem is he's probably not going to practice, but he's going to play in the game. So how, fresh is he going to be? You said it. He's a very important player. So I look at, there's like 4 teams I could see winning the East bracket. That Michigan is the 1 seed in, and that feels like a tough road for me.
Tell me your Iowa points. So you do like Iowa. You know what? I'm going to put my hand up because I know I bashed them. I think it's one of those situations where I'm too close to it. You hate who you are sometimes, and I watched the Iowa team, and they're basically a Wisconsin team. Like the best version of a Wisconsin team is what Iowa is this year. So I think I just am self-loathing in that respect. You think, though, that them coming out of the Big Ten, they're going to have a lot easier time, and they're going to make a deep run?
They're really good offensively, Dan.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And when I think of Wisconsin basketball, I think, all right, I'm going to bet the under. When I think of Iowa basketball, I think I'm going to take the over. I like those teams better. They can put the ball in the basket easier. Wieskamp's a pro. Bohannon's phenomenal. Garza's a man. Even though you don't like him, I love him. And they have other people. The McCaffreys are good, sound players. They got good guys off the bench. Toussaint's a good point guard that could change things up. Well, Iowa and Oregon is going to be a really, really big game.
Yeah.
In the second round, that I could easily see those teams, the winner of that, going to the Elite Eight.
Because Dana Altman is like low key one of my favorite coaches.
18-9 career in the NCAA tournament against the spread.
Incredible. He's every
in
year they get better.
Yeah. In Pac-12 play, and we did it out on Daily Wager. Shout out Mackenzie, our researcher. He was like 80-39 in his time at Oregon in February and March in Pac-12 play.
That's crazy.
That's against the spread. That's nuts.
Crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah. And that was a weird loss.
I did have a tidbit for you guys to share, like at the water cooler, if you guys go to the water cooler.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about Alabama the last time they were at 2. Pitino beat them. That was the first time they were 2. They only been a number 2 only one other time. Do you know who beat them?
Number 2 Alabama the only other time. I don't.
Antonio Gates, Kent State.
Oh, Maction, baby.
The football player.
Hell yeah.
Correct. I wanted to give that to the football guys.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any chance in hell that Pitino wins?
I don't think so. No. They could cover. The problem is Iona. No, I mean, I think they played one of the least amount of. I mean, they played 17 games.
Yeah.
This year.
They're fresh.
They're going to play that Pitino, run and jump, hectic style. The problem is, what are they going to do if they go behind? Alabama shoots threes and they dunk. And they'll probably have the advantage at every single position on the floor. So Iona, in a trailing idea, I think they have to play with the lead, but that's really hard to do against Alabama because they do a great job of making you play their style, which is helter-skelter, shoot threes, and dunk.
And they also have – Alabama is one of those teams. It's always odd when you see an up-tempo team take a lot of threes. They play great defense. And that's you kind of miss that part because their offense is fun to watch when it's clicking.
Correct.
Yeah.
Give me a 15 seed that there's always one that, like, it looks like they might force overtime, or they play closer than they should, and at the end of the game it's like a 2-3-point game. What 15 seed is going to give a 2 seed a scare?
That's a good one. I would probably, if I had to take any, how about the other way? How about the other way we go, what 15 seed is going to get blown out?
Okay, sure.
You like that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give you both. Cleveland State is the number one team ranked in the Ken Pom luck factor. They've won a ton of games close. They had to go to triple overtime in their quarterfinal of the Horizon League against IPFW, where I think actually tournament games are being played. They're getting 20 from Houston. Houston destroys bad teams. I would look at that as my blowout of the 215s. And even though we talked well about Iowa, Grand Canyon's one of the best teams against the spread the whole year. Now, they don't play in a great conference, but they could – I mean, Iowa's gotten better defensively, but I don't think Grand Canyon will struggle to score. So you like actually having underdogs that could score. Maybe Grand Canyon or Roberts against Ohio. I like Ohio State. I think they have everything, especially if the games were only 36 minutes long. They might be undefeated, and there'd be more talk about them. But I would take Grand Canyon to cover out of the 15.
Yeah, the Houston point is a good one. When we talked to Titus yesterday, I just literally looked it up. 13 out of their 24 wins this year have been over 20 points. They destroy teams. When they want to kick your ass, they kick your ass. So I like that.
They play a lot of guys, too.
Yeah.
They're deep.
I've always wondered about Bad Beats, the segment that you guys do on the Nighttime Sports Center, because I love watching it, especially on Monday nights after football is over.
Do you really watch it?
I actually do.
Do you watch the version on Twitter?
No, here's
do you stay up? We get your rating?
Here's what you get my one rating.
Leave it on.
You get my one rating on the TV as I'm playing Warzone in the fourth quarter of the NFL game. So it's on there. But so I've always wondered, like, especially when it comes to basketball, see, there's so many games. What's the process like in determining if your personal bad beat gets on the show? Because I can tell that there are some that you bet that you're really pissed off about that might not be as bad a beats as some of the others, but you're so mad because it happened to you. So do you have to, like, submit a bad beat and then you guys both vote on it together, or is there like a tie-breaking vote that allows it onto the show?
Well, let's just say we have a show staff, okay? And now we meet, mid-afternoon before dinner time, and then I'll go on Daily Wager at 6 o'clock and then come back to our office studio. We have a Zoom call set up at Bristol, and all of a sudden everybody's rooting against the team that I picked on the show. So right away they know exactly what I have. And it really got tenuous during the win streak I had of best bets, where everybody's like, you hear the quiet yes, on a layup or an and one. And I'm like, what? Like, people are really rooting against me. And then they're like, oh, no, we just thought you would, you won a lot in a row and you would lose. But the protocol is extensive. We have, this younger demo that you guys are big with are absolute degenerates. A couple of the worst beats we've had is soccer. Like, I would never even know the soccer guy. I know Dan's a big soccer guy now. But, like, the soccer, those are obviously during the day. So they'll come to the show meeting with the soccer bad beats all ready to go. But, yes, I would guess the process would be to get the best reaction from both guys that are sitting there on the desk doing them. I still remember the first year we were doing it, Scott had, like, UMass in a college football game against, like, Toledo. They were playing at the Patriots Stadium. He was watching it on his phone. It looked like an extra point went in. They called it. It didn't. He lost because of that, and he was just screaming his head off because the reception on his phone wasn't good. But that's him.
Yeah,
and that's a whole different level.
Sometimes I'll send you mine directly because I do think I've always been a proponent that everyone needs gambling friends out there. Steve is one of my gambling friends. You need the guy because most people don't care. Let's be honest. They don't really care about, the poker hand you lost or your fantasy football or the bad beat, but there are certain friends that do care and will be a sounding board. So sometimes I will give you, I will just text you and be like, I can't believe that happened, knowing you've been there. It's important. Mental health.
Very important. Very important. It was actually, I was thinking of you, Dan, when I think of bad beats, I always think of conference tournament week because way back, I don't even know what it was, 7-8 years ago, Big East tournament, I'm at Madison Square Garden. And you know how they have the sports ticker up top and you're looking at the scores. I remember before going into the Garden at the bar, I bet Wisconsin Penn State over in the Big Ten tournament. And I remember looking up at the score and I'm like, 36-33 halftime. All right, good. And then, like 20 minutes later go by, I'm like, that wasn't an H, that was an F. That's 36-33 final score.
Final score. It was
and
incredible.
And the over was like 110.
Incredible.
Like it wasn't even close to that.
Not even close. I remember that game so well.
I believe it was 36-33.
It was 36-33 because Wisconsin had the obviously the Kaminsky years kind of changed things, but there was that stretch where they were good for at least once a March, whether it be Big Ten tournament or in the NCAA tournament, where they would go, no joke, like 10 or 11 minutes without making a field goal. And you just expect
them in Michigan State 2000 Final Four is the worst Final Four game ever.
No. What about the national championship, UConn Butler? That was the you can't.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
I think Butler shot like 17% from the field.
I mean, the Villanova win was pretty bad too.
What?
The Villanova went back, 2018?
Yeah, but at least they made it nice.
Michigan, yeah. I mean, at least they were on fire.
Yeah, right.
Dante. At least DiVincenzo made himself a lottery pick.
That was Dante's Inferno. Where literally everybody on Twitter tweeted the same thing at the same time and thought that they were making an original joke.
We also went to that.
I also did.
We also went to that game and bet Villanova, so we were very happy.
Yeah, we were happy.
That was a lot of fun.
It was actually a great game in retrospect.
I'm going to look it up right now. UConn.
When am I going to see you guys in an event?
Dude, we were saying that. Yeah.
I was thinking the last time I saw PFT, he was challenging me on Bourbon Street at 4 a.m. to get in a 3-point stance because he could out leverage me. And then in one of the most miraculous recoveries, I believe an hour later, he was sitting down interviewing Ed Orgeron after he won a national championship.
Yes. That was, I still think I could tackle you, Steve.
Yeah.
Honestly. Oh, you could definitely tackle me.
Yeah. That's all I was saying. Like, I might end up hurting myself in the process, but.
Yeah, but if you're going to sign up for 60 minutes, we're going to go 60 minutes.
That's true, yeah.
All right, so here it is. UConn Butler. UConn won by double digits. Yeah. They shot 9% from three. They won by double digits. Butler shot 18% from the field. The final score was 53-41. That was the worst game in the Final Four national championship ever.
Yeah, I still hold it against Kawhi Leonard and San Diego State that year. They were the best team, and they failed down the stretch against Kemba and that Husky team. That was I thought they were the best team that year.
Shout out
Kawhi probably still thinks about it.
Yeah, shout out Matt Howard. Remember him on Butler, the big white guy? He went 1 for 13 in that game. He just kept on shooting.
Was that that was the big undershirt guy, right?
Yes.
The giant, the biggest undershirt. That's
kept on going.
Steve, that's what I'm really excited about this year. Can you give me like some undershirts to look out for? A couple years ago, I made like an all undershirt team in the history of the tournament because I love that when those come out, like the really skinny guys with the pointiest elbows. That wear, the triple XLs. Is there anybody that comes to mind when I say that?
Oh, not really. I mean, it is a really big pet peeve of mine because Anthony Davis, who's obviously an MVP candidate in NBA, like he's a top 5 whatever paid player, champion. He can't wear a shirt that matches his jersey underneath his jersey. It drives me crazy. They wear the gold jerseys, he wears a white shirt underneath. They wear purple jerseys, he wears a black shirt underneath. Like you're the Lakers, man. Get a shirt that matches underneath.
Yep, I agree. All right, let's leave with this. So Stanford Steve, everyone go check out, like I said, Stanford Steve and the Bear. Great podcast, college football. They're going to have a tournament preview. SV, how do you say it?
SV Pod.
Did you talk? Did you?
I tried.
SV Pod, which is also great. Our good friend Scott Van Pelt, and then Daily Wager every day. So Steve, give us your national champion. And maybe give us your Final Four if you got your Final Four.
I do. We're going to go Zags. We're going to go Texas, Baylor, and I'm going to go Oklahoma State. We'll ride the freshman Cade Cunningham. He's proven how good he is, even though I would rather have Jalen Suggs than Cade Cunningham from Gonzaga. And I have Baylor beating Gonzaga.
Okay.
Wow.
Baylor beating Gonzaga. Interesting.
Do you really believe that, or is this?
Yeah.
Are you doing a coward where it's like, if you say something different, we're going to talk about it more?
No, I don't believe in that.
The game we didn't get, right?
Exactly. I actually had a bet on Baylor, and I think they were getting
4
against Gonzaga, and then the game got postponed. But I think when you watch Baylor, they just have it all to me. Like, they came out of COVID. They played Iowa State, who was obviously terrible this year, but they were down 17 in the first half. They didn't blink. They went to, they didn't start jacking threes. They went to the hoop. They got and ones. They buckled down on the defensive end. They could guard every position. I love their guards. The biggest issue, and it goes full circle to one of PFT's first questions: free throw shooting late in games.
Yeah,
it's one of my. It pains me to see these teams, play so well, so late and then they blow it late in games. It's obviously a huge factor that will be a deciding factor in plenty of these games. We know that, and it's just crushing to see teams lose their seasons like that.
I like Baylor a lot as well, and I think like if you look at their adjusted defense, it's not in that top 25 that everyone points to, but I do think that they turn up the defense when they need to.
Yes.
And they do I like teams like that where they can start a rally by playing better defense, not by hitting shots.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And that's how you got to do it. Especially if you're going to be down in games, knowing what's at line, and there's only 40 minutes. I do think probably Gonzaga and Ohio State have the easiest roads to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that.
And I do have Syracuse in the Elite Eight.
All right. Well, Steve, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Best of luck betting, and we'll talk soon.
You guys are the best. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
See you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Stanford Steve was brought to you by our great friends over at 3Chi. 3Chi is the industry leader in Delta-8 THC products. All their products are formulated by a biochemist. They're made right here in the USA with USA-grown hemp. 3Chi's Delta-8 is a federally legal version of THC. It's a much more functional alternative to marijuana. It gives you an amazing buzz and a great body feel, but you get a clear head, less anxiety, less paranoia. It's available online at 3Chi, that's the number 3chi.com, and at retailers around the country. Remember, it's not CBD. You have to be 21 to buy it. It's psychoactive, so it gives you a buzz. Use it responsibly. Don't take it if you're going to drive somewhere. Don't take it if you're going to be in a situation where you feel like you should not be under the influence of anything, because it does give you a nice buzz. Makes you feel great. Take it on your couch. Have a nice little home night the first time. Maybe eat half of a gummy, see how it hits you, watch a movie. Then you can level up to a full gummy later. Everybody's a little bit different, but go to 3chi.com, the number 3chi.com. Shop for your Delta-8 vapes, gummies, tinctures, and oils. You can make homemade edibles out of them. Use promo code PARDON at checkout to receive 5% off your order. Promo code PARDON at checkout. Get 5% off your order. And now, here he is, our best friend, Blake Griffin.
This so it makes it look like we were super nice to you. Happy birthday, Blake. How old are you?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How old are you?
Wait, 40? The big 40?
Wow.
Oldest guy to dunk when you do it again?
I will be, yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's start recording. All right, here we go. That was supposed to be us being nice, and it was not.
It turned into like sort of a roast.
Yeah, we double.
How old are you?
Well,
how old are you? 40? Do you ever dunk?
Well, Blake, we have some beef, unfortunately, and I think we have to discuss that. You probably know what the beef is already. But
let's do it. Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. We now welcome on one of our best friends in the entire world. It's Blake Griffin,
a very good friend.
Blake of the Year. He's got a new show out on True TV. It's out today. We're going to run it on Friday. It's out today. It's on True TV. You know where True TV is because you're watching March Madness. It's called Double Cross, where it's a prank show, but he's pranking the pranksters. And I had an epiphany this morning. I was coming into work, and I was like reading up about Double Cross, and I was like, oh, shit, that's what Blake was doing, because PFT and I fashion ourselves pranksters. So when we read the article, 36 podcasters recommend their favorite podcast, and Blake Griffin, The Pursuit of Healthiness with Blake Griffin, said, Armchair expert. I was lucky enough to be a guest last year and was completely blown away at Dax Shepard's ability to lead all his guests to a place of candid honesty in such a wide range of topics. That was you pranking us.
Yeah.
You
just got double crossed.
Oh, you got me.
Damn, watch it on True TV.
Guess what, Blake? I got news for you.
Give it up, everybody. Hey, great work, team. Had a whole team put that prank together, and it was sort of a slow roller.
Yep.
I had to make sure you guys saw it, and I wasn't sure you would, but
I knew it. I thought it was when we talked about it on the show. I was like, wait a second.
Yep, we're double crossed.
This Blake wouldn't do something like this. But Blake, what if I were to tell you I've got news for you, and you don't actually have a television show? Our friends at True TV have been fucking with you this whole time, being like, Blake Griffin, yeah, he's funny. We'll give him his own show. And then the cameras weren't even rolling.
Nope.
Ashton, get out here, Ashton.
I should have seen this.
Damn, we're double.
I should have seen this coming, man. There was no cameras the whole time we were filming. I was like, "Where are they?" And they were like, "Oh, don't worry, they're all hidden." But turns out they weren't hidden; they just weren't there.
Yep. Are you worried that you might get double crossed though, or triple crossed?
Yeah. I got my guard up now. We filmed these episodes, and I was just kind of like checking everybody out. And there's like 3 or 4 people in the crew that I think are kind of sketchy. So like they might try to get me, but I'm ready.
So now that you have a prank show, you realize you can do this with everything. Like you can say that was just a prank when I wasn't dunking for over 2 years.
I have been. My friend sent me a message after I posted something about double cross, and I was like, "Hey man, just so you know, like our whole friendship has been a prank. You just got double crossed," and I unfollowed him, blocked his number, everything. So
nice.
I like that.
I hope that was Dax Shepard.
Have you?
Yeah, it was.
Have you actually dunked in practice yet? I saw that you're getting back into shape. You haven't done 3-on-3 yet. You haven't done any 5-on-5. From what I read, have you practiced dunking?
You want some breaking news?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have dunked and I have played 5-on-5.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So in a philosophical level, I would assume it's better to have never dunked than dunk and lose all your abilities to dunk like you.
Better to have never dunked than dunking.
Like you know what it feels like to dunk, and you can't do it anymore. I've never dunked, so I don't know what I'm missing out on.
Yeah, I mean, beyond just that, I think just everyone in general being like, "Oh, this guy hasn't dunked," and none of these people can probably dunk is probably worse.
Yeah,
because it's people making fun of me for doing something they've never done.
Right, but that's kind of like it's like I side with the fan on that one.
Yeah, like the comment section on YouPorn where it's like, "This guy's got tiny dick."
Yeah, this guy lasted only 10 minutes.
Which in theory is sort of being double crossed.
Oh, yeah. True. Okay. Well, we only have dunk questions, by the way.
That's fine.
So you're in Brooklyn now. Congratulations. But when you were in Detroit, did you reach out to Jared Goff and give him any tips about moving from LA, the bright lights, up to the windy city, Detroit?
I did. I actually Big Cat put us on a group text, and I just said, "Hey man, like let me know." At the time I was still in Detroit. Let me know if you need any help navigating, the Motor City. And then we had a laugh about how Big Cat is sort of the common denominator between us, being friends and then also getting traded to Detroit.
From LA to Detroit. Yeah.
Which I think our friendship has run its course after this episode.
I would say so. I'd say this is pretty much it. This is the final double cross.
Now that we live a mile from each other.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
When do you think, realistically, like I want to give you space, so I'm not trying to be like a hovering friend, like, hey, Blake, hang out with us, but when do you think realistically you, me, PFT, James Harden, Kyrie, and Durant will go out to dinner?
Well, we're about to leave today for a road trip.
Okay.
We come back just for a day, go on another road trip, and then we're back for like a couple weeks.
Oh.
So there's a good chance in a couple weeks that we're all at like Mr. or like what's cool, Catch.
Catch, yes.
Yeah,
Catch. Yes.
Yeah. That we go to Catch and just like really blow it out, like bottles coming to the table.
Done.
all that. So I'll text those guys and see what they want to do.
I like that. I got this app. I think it's called Resi, so I can get reservations on it. It tells me like when big tables are coming available. So let me know. I'll handle like all the logistics, all the boring stuff you guys don't want to do.
Yeah, make sure notifications are on. We want to get a good table
for sure. Yeah. I saw that there was like a little bit of a scrap with your team and the Knicks. How soon? Huh?
Well, that was more so. You talking about Julius Randle?
Yeah.
He was mad at the ref. It wasn't really our team. The ref. He was going after the ref at the end of the game.
But you guys kind of stood up for the ref in that case because you're like, hey, he's essentially a member of our team tonight because he's the reason why we won.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to get the refs back. How quickly into a tenure with a brand new team do you feel like you're ready to fight for your teammates, or at least ready to get out on the court and start barking at people?
I mean, I'm ready now. I was ready. I took the first game just to it's like you're a new kid at school. You want to kind of settle in. But if somebody steps to you or it's your turn at lunch, you got to prove yourself. So I don't know. So far, it's just been me trying to impress my teammates for the first week. And hopefully I'll settle into my normal self after that.
What did you and Steve Nash talk about with that picture of you guys sitting in and eating lunch?
Everything.
Yeah.
Philosophy. A little bit of basketball. We talked about the Brooklyn Bridge.
It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
I'm actually looking at it right now. I have a great view of it. Yeah, we talked about everything. Some of the stuff I can't talk to you guys about, obviously, but we hit a little bit of everything.
I saw the subtle flex with the shoes too. You had what was it, the Jordan 4s? What were those that you were wearing? They were nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't
Union
remember what
LA.
shoes I had on.
Yeah,
I can't remember which ones. I don't know if they're out yet, so I don't know if I can talk about those. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Those are sick shoes.
Do you ever have to actually log on to the sneakers app like the rest of the plebes, or do you have a direct line you can call for any shoe that you want?
Well, for Jordans, I get all the Jordans. I've been a Jordan athlete for 8 years, so I get all those. But if you want some special shoes, I mean, I don't have the sneakers app, but I might look into it now. Was that a plug?
No,
I catch L's all the time.
I'm just curious, if you're a professional athlete with a shoe deal, do you still have to go through the grind that everybody else does? Or are there different levels where you if you're an all-star, you get the black card where you can just call up a number and get whatever shoe you want?
You have I have a Jordan rep, and I just hit him if I need a pair. But the cool thing about Jordan is they send you everything that's coming out. The next month, they send it to you the month before. So every single shoe that Jordan releases, you get. So I mean, what size are you guys?
No, you've done this. No, you've done this before. I'm not going to follow it. Nope, I'm not going to fall for
Did you not get those shoes that I sent?
No, we didn't get those.
Well,
it's a double cross.
I was wondering, so your Jordan rep, did you notice that he maybe didn't respond as quickly ever since you stopped dunking?
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I haven't heard from him in a while.
I mean, Air Jordan and you literally can't get off the ground.
I gotta dunk, man.
You have to dunk. It's gonna be awesome. Do you know how awesome it's gonna be?
It's gonna be sick. Floor Blake.
First basket ever.
Yeah.
You should cherry pick, honestly, until you dunk. Just be like, guys.
That's what Steve and I were talking about. I was like, listen, I was promised that I could cherry pick and get a dunk for my first dunks or first play, so we had a whole back and forth on that.
Right, because you can dunk, right? You can actually still do it, right?
I don't know. I guess you'll have to tune in and find out.
I assumed it was just a very long set of events where you didn't have the opportunity, but you.
Well, okay. In all seriousness, let's really talk about this. The whole thing is Blake hasn't dunked since 2019. My last game that I played was in December of 2019. I didn't play a basketball game for an entire year until this season started. So I played 19 games this season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 19 games. So when everybody's like, "Oh, it's been 400 days," it sounds crazy. But really, it's been 19 games.
Right. But how many days?
19 days.
No, how many days since your last dunk?
I don't know exactly. It's 467.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of days.
Damn.
Yeah, so I got to dunk, man.
You have to dunk. Like, people are coming at us now.
You'll get a dunk.
We get the residuals, too. Like, people are like, yo, you guys can't even dunk anymore as a podcast. And we're like, no, we can. We can dunk. Don't worry. We'll dunk when we can.
Just wait.
Blake, you remember when you came to the office to celebrate Blake of the Year? I had those isometric shoes, the calf shoes.
Yeah.
I can send
the
you
dunk
those.
soles.
Yeah, the dunk soles. I can send those to you if you want. They definitely helped with my vert.
Yeah, send them to me. What size are you?
10.5, 11.
Oh, I know that. I knew that from when I sent you guys shoes.
Yeah, when you sent the Jordans.
Yeah, maybe send them. I'll try them on.
I have a real question.
Yeah.
All these have been fake questions. Double cross, no big deal. Double cross, True TV. This is the greatest promo interview we've ever done, by the way.
Thank you.
So you sign with the Nets. I always just assume like great players all know and like hang out with great players especially in this day's NBA, AAU culture, whatever. Did you have a relationship with like KD, Kyrie, and James? Like, did you know them? Have you hung out with them?
Yeah. I mean, I've known those guys for like forever. James and I were the same high school class. Came out the same year for in the draft. KD, I played against KD since I was in high school. I've known Kai since he came in the league. I was actually working out a lot with Kyrie and KD last summer because they didn't go to the bubble, so we were working out in LA together for a while. So yeah, I've obviously known DeAndre forever.
Right.
So I've known guys a long time.
And then from like a basketball perspective, I would assume you coming in, they have established team. You know, are you like, is your role gonna be different? I would assume it's different, but how are you like getting ready for that? Because we've talked to guys, and we talked to Chris Bosh when he was with LeBron, and he's like, "Yeah, I had to play a little bit more off LeBron instead of being like the guy that I was in Toronto."
Yeah, I mean, I'll be playing off those guys, but I think at this point in my career, like my game I can sort of do like those things. Like when I was in LA, like I was setting screens for Chris Paul. I was short rolling, being like, facilitating to the other side or allowed to DeAndre or attacking the rim. Now at this point in my career, I can pick and pop a little bit. I can short roll. I can space in the corner. I can space in the wing. So I see myself sort of like fitting in somewhere in there. And like, as I play games, like that'll sort of develop. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different role, right, especially than on the Pistons, where I was like a ball handler for a good majority of the game. But I've done both, and I feel confident doing both. So I'm excited to like finally get out there.
Are you concerned at all that there's just one ball?
Yeah. See, when I originally signed, I didn't realize that until somebody tweeted at me, and they were like, "How's this going to work?" And I was like, "Oh shoot!" and so, it definitely made me rethink my choice. But here we are. I'm stuck here.
It's really funny to because that is everyone's take when they saw the original KD and Kyrie, and then James Harden gets added, and everyone's like, "There's only one ball. How's it going to work?" Well, it turns out they're really fucking good basketball players, so they can figure out a way to make it work.
Yeah. And it's like last night, James had 15 assists.
Right.
Like, and also he's I don't know what he averaged in Houston, but like 9 assists, like that's 9 shots for somebody else.
Right.
How does he look when you saw James Harden? Were you like, he's in better shape than I thought, or were you like, this is exactly what I thought about James Harden?
No, so the pictures that we've seen, like I actually think it's the warm-ups and the multiple layers of clothing, because everybody wears like a tank top, right? And then you wear your jersey, and then you wear your warm-up shirt, and sometimes a long sleeve. So you got 4 layers going on. So like, it's deceptive.
Yeah,
I actually
that's
think
my problem.
My theory is that he's got a twin, that he's got a fat twin out there that he keeps overweight just for situations like that, where he's like, okay, you go out there and play, because I'm trying to get out of Houston. I'm trying to get to Brooklyn. So you go out there, you stink it up for a couple nights, and that'll solve the problem for all of us. So keep your eyes out for the fat James Harden twin.
That was a long play, because we've never seen the twin until December of this year. So he really kept that in his back pocket.
There was that playoff game.
And there was also that video where he was at like a festival.
Yeah.
And he saw like Junkyard James Harden and they looked at each other.
There's a fat twin out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
A lazy podcast would ask you, who's your best friend on the Nets? I'm going to say
who's your biggest enemy?
Who's low key your best friend on the team?
Low key?
Yeah.
That's like just such a messed up question. Like if you went to a new school and you ask somebody who's your best friend after like 6 days, like it's embarrassing to say I don't have any best friends yet. Like I've been trying, but it's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard when you're not playing, you're on the bench. I sit next to TLC on the bench. So, we cracked a lot of jokes. He's a good guy. Landry Shamit's locker is next to mine. So
what about DeAndre? I mean, you guys literally went to elementary school together. If we're doing this analogy,
I thought you said low key.
Oh, low key.
Yeah,
so
low key.
He's your high key.
He's answering the low key question.
He's your high key. Who's your biggest enemy?
Right now, Gravity.
Okay, good answer. Really good answer.
I remember before the season started, I think it was Kyrie was saying that there's going to be like a fluid rotation of coaches and people that are kind of like taking the lead on instructing the team. Has it been just Steve Nash as your head coach, or has there been a day where it's like Kyrie walking everybody through Kyrie's vision of the team?
So far, Steve Nash has been the coach since I've been here. But I will say this in all seriousness, like, and this is kind of how we were with the Clippers, and you kind of just forget when you're away from like players like this, like our team is it's so many veterans. It's like James and Kai and DeAndre and Katie when he's back, like just have so much experience that it's a lot of players like governing or like kind of working things out as well, and Steve does such a good, what I was really, really surprised is he does such a good job of like letting the players talk through something. And then when he has something, he says something, or, it's like a sort of a discussion, and it's not just like, hey, we're doing this, because ultimately like we're the ones that have to do it. And I think he puts a lot of trust in those guys to like sort of figure it out, talk it out, and get to that point. Because I mean, James and Kyrie and DeAndre, their like IQ levels are very, very high. So there's a lot of like player like discussions on this team, and that's kind of how it was with the Clippers as well.
It probably helps too that Steve was such a great player for so long, because he understands what it's like to be a veteran in the league. My last question, because I know you got to run, and we appreciate True TV Double Cross. Tune in today. We're running this Friday. Tune in today. My last question for you was: did Chris Paul call you about maybe coming to the Suns as a free agent?
The Suns weren't on my list, so I never really got that far.
You had a list,
so he didn't call you.
I had a list. Yeah, no,
he did not.
Trouble
in
why,
Paradise?
Why? Why would he call?
I don't know. Why not?
I was just thinking.
Now that I think about it, like, yeah, wow,
he should have called. Wait, give us your list, because this will get it. We'll get a headline from this. Give us the list.
I will tell you some of the teams. I really liked Boston.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked Golden State. I really liked Portland. There was a few other teams, but I had like a lot of like it was a tough decision. But ultimately I had to do what was best for me and I think like my ability to get a dunk.
Mm-hmm. And for the podcast and for part of my take.
Yeah.
And for the podcast and for our friendship, honestly.
Yeah.
We talked, Dan and I talked, and he offered me to stay at his apartment.
Yeah. You can.
With him and his family. So that was a big thing too.
Yeah. It's a free pad.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked that you didn't have the Suns on your list after the bubble shenanigans last year. That would have been like number one for most guys out there, I think.
Yeah, the West is tough, man. The West is like, I don't know. I just didn't.
Not a fan of hotel parties.
I did tell you, and I'll say it because I'm gonna hold you to it. I did tell you, like, not to make this about myself, you coming to Brooklyn, but my son's nanny is a huge Nets fan, and she was asking if I could get tickets because she knows I work in sports, and now I can. So thank you for that. I appreciate you doing that, and we'll take 2 tickets for every game for the rest of the season. And signed jerseys.
I can offer you 2 tickets for 1 game every 3 home games.
Oh, and signed jersey. Would it be really awkward? I was thinking if I said, "Hey Blake, if I buy the jersey, can you go around the locker room on your first day and get everyone to sign it for me?"
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, thanks. Excited to be here. Can you get this for me? From
Oh wait, you're dropping out.
That's for everybody. Then
you cut out 1 sec. Say that last line again. Hear me? Yeah, wait, hold on. Stop moving.
If you want to sign jersey, then it's only going to be 2 tickets once a month.
That's probably
the signed jerseys. That's a tough.
That's probably as much as we'll go anyway.
Fair.
So we'll take that.
Yes.
Also, are you going to do a crossover with Impractical Jokers?
Maybe. Yeah. Sal. I was going to try to name them
the whole
all.
gang. Sal, Q,
Sal, and the other 3.
Murr,
the guys,
frankincense.
Q, Murr,
yeah, the guys. All right, well, Blake, we'll let you go. Everyone watch Double Cross on True TV on Friday. Thank you. Good luck. We'll talk to you soon, though. You have to come back on before the playoffs.
Of course. And let me know about the ticket. I think Dax is coming to the next home game, but
okay. All right, cut him off.
All right,
thanks,
happy
guys.
birthday, man.
Thank you.
Blake of the Year, Blake Griffin, was brought to you by Norton 360 with LifeLock. It's truly amazing what they expect us to share online these days. Like, why do you need my location, my birth date, and mother's maiden name for everything? You don't know what they're going to do with it. You don't know who else is going to get to see it. And the truth is, no one tries to be unsafe online. But as we all know, every time we give up info and privacy, we might be giving up a little safety too. That's why everyone needs Norton 360 with LifeLock to help keep their digital life a little bit safer. It's got device security. You got a VPN to keep your Wi-Fi activity private. You have identity theft protection, all in one. And no one can prevent all cybercrime or identity theft. But thanks to Norton 360 with LifeLock, everyone can opt in to cybersecurity. So sign up now, save 25% or more off your first offer. Head on over to norton.com/PMT. That's norton.com/PMT. Get 25% or more off your first year of Norton 360 with LifeLock. That's a huge discount when you go to norton.com/PMT.
Okay, let's wrap up the show. Get everyone on their way for March Madness. I'm already excited. Sunday's show, we won't have a guest Sunday because we're going to do our classic. It's going to be similar to football Monday. We just have so many sports to talk about.
My rhythm's going to be all thrown off because Sunday night I'm going to go to sleep, and then Monday I'm going to be like, wait, college basketball all day again. More college basketball.
I am, now that we're in it, now that it's happened, I don't like it. Oh, wait. Breaking news.
Okay.
Oh, Billy, we need your final 4. We're logging them all into the Pardon My Take archives.
Gonzaga.
Okay.
Michigan.
Okay.
Texas Tech.
Okay.
And let me think.
He's going to say Illinois.
Iowa can't be in the Final Four, right? Because of Michigan.
Well, you can if you want to.
They're your Final Four, and it would be Gonzaga.
Final 4. All right, so so that's good though. Iowa, Gonzaga, Texas Tech, and Michigan.
No, but Michigan would have to play Iowa.
No, Michigan's not in the same bracket as Iowa. I'm not lying.
It's
I am
Gonzaga.
not lying.
Okay.
All right.
So who's in your finals? Is it Gonzaga and Iowa in the finals?
Yeah. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Gonzaga, Iowa, Michigan, Texas Tech. That is your Final 4.
Yep.
All right.
Actually, Michigan over Iowa.
All right, Michigan over Iowa.
Garza.
Okay. All right, I like it. All Big Ten. I love it. All right, thank you, Billy. Love you.
Do you need me for the show? Or
No, we're doing it right now.
Okay, all good.
All right, okay. Bye.
Thanks for asking.
Three teams on the left side of the
Can you tweet
bracket.
that right now from Pardon My Take, Hank? Or Jake?
Yeah.
Billy, breaking news, Billy's Final Four. We didn't lie to him.
No.
Michigan
We could have
and
helped
Iowa
him
are
out.
not
We
in
could
the
have helped
same-
him out
Yeah,
a little
we
bit.
could have, but that wouldn't be funny.
I know this
Yeah.
is Billy. You don't want to change Billy.
Yeah.
The second Billy starts to get in on the joke, then it's all over.
I mean, watch with like COVID, he ends up being right. Like watching an entire bracket gets like wiped out, and they're like, "Well, we got to pick two from the
be
West
incredible.
now." Gonzaga and Iowa are both in there. Okay, Fyre Fest of the week. PFT, you want to start?
Yeah, my Fyre Fest of the week is I got fished. I got hacked by Brogan Roback. So if I'm going to get if I'm going to get my account information stolen, if I'm going to have somebody hack into my account and post whatever they want, I could have probably told you it would have been through a Brogan Roback related phishing scheme. But he DM'd me yesterday from his account, and I thought it was actually him because we've DM'd before. But he goes, "Hey, bro," and that's just how he started. So I was like, obviously this is pure Brogan. This is actually him. And I was like, sup. He told me he was running a shoe company and that he wanted to give me some shoes that I could wear and talk about. And so I was like, sure, you know what? Yeah, I'll wear the Brogan Roback ones. Send them to me. And then he gave me a link to click on, which I did. And then that link asked me to log into my Facebook account, which I did, and then a bunch of like Arabic writing flashed across my screen.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not good, what I've just done.
When you said that you clicked on a link, I was like, okay, anyone could have that happen. Probably not from Brogan Roback, but whatever. That makes sense. But then you were like, yeah, I went and I filled out all my passwords.
Yeah.
That was like, I had a moment where I was like, is PFT okay? Because that's like rookie ball stuff.
I filled out. This is how excited I was to try on Brogan Roback's new select line of athletic wear. So, yes, I filled out my password, all that information. Then I went back. I immediately started to sweat, and I was like, I've got to change all my information. I hit him back. I was like, hey, man, that link looks a little sus. Are you sure this is you? He's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's me. Like, the person that did the hacking did a very good job.
Yes.
And apparently other people got hacked via a Brogan Roback related phishing scheme too. Like a bunch of his former college teammates were tweeting about it today. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't the only one that did it, but I changed all my passwords, and I was like, this link does look suspect. I don't think that it's you, Brogan. He's like, oh yeah, it's totally me. Just give me your phone number. I'll text you pictures of the shoes. And I was about to give him my phone. I was like, yeah, that sounds scary. I was like, no, you give me your number. And then he just went radio silent on that.
Oh no.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. But if my account starts to tweet out just links to hardcore pornography like Albert Breer's did a few years ago, or James Brown's did.
That was him just on UJIS.
Yeah, little blonde bitch fucking and sucking her personal trainer, I think. Yeah. Actually, now would be the perfect time for me to just get a little loose with my direct links that I tweet out.
Yes, absolutely.
I've never really understood why porn websites have the tweet this video button right next to the video.
Sexy little brunette bitch sucking and fucking her personal trainer's big cock.
Yeah.
That was James Brown tweeted that out.
James Brown,
That's
2016.
an all-timer. Sorry for anyone who's listening to this with their kids in the car.
But that's
Should've
just a
said
fact.
that beforehand.
As to which way, I think.
Wait, did I read that right? Can you read that
Yes,
for
you
me,
did.
Jake?
No,
Jake,
you
sure.
did.
I don't think I pronounced.
Can you spell it
cock
out?
right? How you
No,
cock?
C-O-C-K. It's there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean it's hilarious that you got fished by Brogan Roback. But.
Yeah, if I had to pick a way to get my account hacked into, I'm glad that it was at least through Brogan. It's very on brand. Also, people forget about the Albert Breer hacking that happened back in 2016, I think. He was like, Pornhub, thanks for letting me shoot the awesome anal scene with Ava Adams.
Bert.
I hate my job. I'd rather work as a porn star. Nothing would make me happier than if Chicory cummed a little more on my face.
Oh my God!
It is with a heavy heart I am to announce that Albert Breer passed away last night at 3:37 a.m. The cause of death is yet unknown.
Amazing.
Ugh, I want to be a gay porn star so bad. Cry face, cry face, cry face, cry face. It was an ultimate hacking. But yeah, so if my account goes haywire, it's not me. I got duped by Brogan Roback, and I honestly wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah. By the way, I just got a DM that Mike Glennon might be at AWL, so we will try to get him on the show.
Does he have any new athletic gear coming out?
Mike Glennon?
Any scarves?
Oh, I don't know.
Neck warmers?
Yeah. Shoes, yeah. No, this was a tip. No one asked me to click on a link. I don't click links. All right, Hank.
I don't have a Fyre Fest. It's March Madness, best day of the year,
There we
best
go.
weekend of the
Good
year.
one, Hank.
If I did have one, I mean, we don't really have real jobs. It doesn't affect us as much. I do feel bad for the people that are going to have. There's going to be a lot of people with some rough Mondays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the perfect time of year to just quit your job. I had some friends that did that for a couple years. They would just get a job and then they quit it for March Madness through the Masters every year. And then it was actually the Hard Factor guys. And then they'd go back on the job hunt in like mid-April, late April. It worked out well for them.
The Monday really is going to fuck people really bad. And I was thinking about it more like Saturday's going to be so bizarre because Saturday was always the day that you had 2 days straight of just chaos, and then you had that like nice little Saturday morning where the games don't start till like 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and you ease your way into it. Now it's just Saturday is just we're gonna get blitzed again
All day.
Fuck,
Hank, I've got a Fyre Fest for you if you want one.
Okay.
I didn't want to tell you this on Wednesday night, but I won another game of Warzone.
Wow.
Oh, in your face.
Solos. After we got a couple dubs with Billy, I said I was logging off for the night. I played one game of solos, got another dub.
Wow.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm happy for you. I've never won a Solos game myself, so that
I was
going to
ask you if you had still not ever won one.
He hasn't.
Never have.
He has not.
And
Jake.
You've been playing for a
Yeah.
while.
So with the whole NFL media news, also one thing I omitted that's important. ESPN and ABC is now in the Super Bowl mix. 2026.
Is this your Fyre Fest that you
No,
admitted
no.
that?
No.
Oh.
I mean, that could be.
Yeah.
But I think the end is near for Alan Chris because NBC
What?
signed
'cause
Drew
Mike
Brees, Mike
Tirico.
Tirico, which is bittersweet because a fellow Syracuse alum.
I got
it's
a hot
awesome.
take. I don't think Drew Brees is going to be that good in the booth.
He might not be.
Well, he's not going to be in
but-
the booth immediately, right?
No, but if what Jake is saying ends up being true, I am not. There's going to be a wave, and we saw it with Jason Witten. There's going to be a wave of people being like, and as much shit as we give Tony Romo, he's objectively good.
Yeah.
Our problem with Tony Romo is just that he just like Bukkake's weird noises into our ears at random times.
I also think our problem with Tony Romo is a problem with ourselves.
Correct.
Where it's like we have to find something that's
Correct.
wrong with everybody to laugh
He's
at and to joke about.
objectively-
He's
yes,
objectively very good.
Very good.
Drew Brees, you're right. I think he's kind of got a little bit of that Jason Witten. He's kind of a robot.
You're right,
Drew
exactly.
Brees I've never cheesed once watching Drew Brees give a press conference.
Right, Tony Romo, even when Tony Romo was playing, like, he had a personality. I don't think Drew Brees has a personality.
Yeah, he's never done anything cool like gone to Cabo before a playoff game.
It's not a knock on him. It's just I don't think he's. Yeah, I would sell all my stock on Drew Brees being good in the booth.
Also, with the rib injuries, his lung capacity is an issue.
Yeah.
you might
Regardless,
get
it'll be
winded
sad
pretty easily.
that we won't have Alan Chris much longer.
I don't even know who that is.
Al Michaels, and Chris
Oh,
Collinsworth.
I thought you were saying Alan Chris.
I did
Alan
say
Chris.
like
I thought
one
he was
name.
saying
Alan Chris, and I was pretending to be like, yeah, that's going to be tough to get over. He was
That
a
actually
real
is
pros, bro.
very like
Ruth Chris.
bad of you to not do the last names too.
Fair.
What are you-
but
what are they,
Carrie
your- what are
Underwood,
they, your
isn't she saying like
friends?
Sunday Night with Alan Chris or something? Isn't that in the song?
I don't know. You're big.
And they're the
J.
best on TV, according to Carrie Underwood.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, you should have said Mr. Michaels and Mr. Collins. Like this guy called the Miracle on Ice, Jake.
It's true.
Fair.
Have
He's
some
not
respect.
Al.
Okay,
but although Alan Chris would be a great name for a generic sports broadcaster,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that might be I might create a burner.
All right.
Chris.
Well, apologies.
All right, my Fyre Fest is. It's not that the Bears signed Eddie Dalton. It's just the memes that get sent around and I get tagged in. Pretty much my mentions are just one long shitting on the Bears meme for like 3 days straight. So I had to put out the public service announcement that I did see the Wheel of Fortune one. It doesn't even fucking make sense because the N is used in the Wilson. It's O-N, and then it's not used in Andy. So it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
Doesn't
Because
make
if you already
sense.
guessed, they
Yeah.
gave you RSTLNE.
Correct.
Yeah.
So fix your fucking memes. I'm not mad
Also,
about it.
Wait. Let me
So
pull
mad
up.
about
Let me
it.
pull up this meme real quick.
I'm so mad about it.
Don't stop sending it to Big Cat though.
It's really
Stop
been
sending it
hurting
to
my
him.
feelings
It's
a
not
lot.
funny.
And everyone's like, "Oh my god, look how funny this is."
I like the one where it was Andy Dalton with Russell Wilson's hair.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of Russell Wilson riding his Peloton wearing an oxygen
Bane
mask?
Yes, yeah.
Jesus
he
Christ.
looked lame.
He looked limited.
so lame.
He looked very limited.
Such a lame-o.
Let me pull up this meme real quick here because there was something else that was
Jake's
wrong
got
with
it
the
if
Wheel
you
of
wanna show it to
Fortune.
him. Jake's got it right there.
Okay.
It's just
yeah.
a stupid,
So
like, have
here's
it
the
be
problem.
right.
Big Cat, here's the problem. Right off the bat, RSTLNE is given to you all the time.
Right.
No, that's
in there.
only in the bonus round. The real puzzles.
No, that is Jake. That's the bonus round puzzle right there.
Are we sure?
Yes, that's the bonus
Oh.
round. So R should be there for Russ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Stop sharing it. That
And-
was a bad
and the
that was a
S in
mistake
Sun.
by me.
Terrible
All right,
meme.
Let's guess numbers. I got the generator right up.
27.
18.
99.
8.
Wait, I'll do 69.
69. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to take
It might
advantage.
also be. No, I
this-
can't guess two.
What? Okay.
No, I can't.
19.
Oh, so close.
Damn.
It's a pretty good one.
Did you have 19?
No.
This would be like, can we all agree that if anyone guesses it on the road, it's like a half a guess?
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
It's not a full share of a win. It's
like,
a half a win.
Like you winning on another podcast.
Right, that didn't count. That was
Yeah,
a half a
that's
win.
an exhibition.
Right. It was just exceptional that it was 2 in a row. But yeah, I don't take claim as a 2-time winner.
No. Animal fact of the day: a pig's orgasm lasts 30 minutes. Good job, Billy. Love you guys.